Are the Celtics the new beast of the East? Giannis had 18 in the fourth quarter during that comeback of Wednesday night's season opener, last night's season opener against the Celtics at TD Garden. But the two-time most valuable player, he's the reigning and defending consecutive MVP of the NBA, at least in the regular season, wasn't thinking about that after the game. He was thinking about the point he didn't score because he hits that free throw, they go into overtime. By the way, I felt that he should not have been on the line. I thought that was a goaltend. And therefore, the point should have counted, and they should have already been in overtime, right? But they weren't. He had to ice the free throws, and he missed. He said after the game, because he missed the second free throw with 0.4 seconds remaining, would have put him in OT, I'm upset about it. Finished with 35 and 13 in 36 minutes, by the way. Last year, Giannis, I'm rounding up, and I'm doing it off the top of my head, but I think it was 30, 13, and like 6 with a block and a steal a game or something like that. Like, by the way, in 30 minutes a game, 35 and 13 in 36 minutes last night, his first game since signing his 5-year Supermax contract with Milwaukee earlier this month. But you can't change it, so it's done. Hopefully, when I'm in the same position, I can make the next one. That's the mentality you've got to have. I'm a winner, and I want to do whatever it takes for my team to win. But, you know, you learn from every situation that basketball puts you in. What happened on that final sequence on the missed free throws? Giannis, let's hear you say the things I just said.
And then I told you, just throw the ball high. Throw it high and try to go get it. We have 0.4 seconds. Just if you don't see if Chris is not wide open, if Dante's not wide open, I think, no, not that. Pat's not wide open. Just throw the ball high and try to go get it. Probably made the first one, missed the second one. You know, that was it.
That was it. By the way, Tatum hit the game-winning shot. It's not like he called glass. You know, stop it. A nice step back. Tatum is a dangerous offensive player. But they were a little lucky, the Celtics, to win that game. And they had a big lead, and the Bucks came back on them. But the story of the game was actually the Celtics. That's the headline from the game. And who on the Celtics was the headline? Jaylen Brown. Because Jaylen Brown, it turns out, may be just about as good as Jason Tatum. And the truth is, that's been the case for a couple of years, but we all saw in Tatum more upside. We saw a more polished overall offensive game. And so we thought, yeah, they're 1A and 1B, but Tatum's going to start to put distance between himself and Jaylen. That has not happened. It's not because Tatum hasn't developed. He has. Jaylen Brown's just that good. Boy, he is. Perkins was talking about it on First Take today. When you talk about the elite two-way wings in the NBA, where's Jaylen Brown fit in? Now you think about, like, the team totally differently. No Kemba for a while this season, and when he comes back, who knows what you have. No Gordon Hayward, right? But you bring in Tristan Thompson, some size, can play. Marcus Smart is a beast when it counts, especially. And the main thing is you have two wings who are elite, right? If Jaylen Brown keeps this up, yeah, the Celtics are deep. Tice or however you're supposed to say his name. Pronounce all these German names. Maxi Kleber is somehow Kleba. and I should know how to pronounce it better because I speak some Yiddish, so like I should understand. But Tice, okay, whatever you say. I don't know if it was spelled T-I-C-E. In America, I would get Tice, but it's spelled Theus, but it's called Tice. Okay. But he's good. By the way, the Celtics have above average minimum at every position, and they have depth, and they have coaching. They're really, really good. They were lucky to beat the Bucks last night. Let's be honest. They were lucky to beat them. They were lucky to hit the game winner. They were lucky. And by the way, they built a big lead. Giannis went nuts. There was nothing they could do. They got lucky on Tatum's shot. They got lucky on the non-goaltend call that should have been a goaltend, I guess because they called the foul before that, and they got lucky that Giannis missed the free throw and that they didn't get the rebound, right? A lot of luck for the Celtics to barely beat the Bucks. But the East is a beast nowadays, period. The Bucks, the Celtics, the Sixers. Did you see, by the way, that was Straight Talk Wireless, everything for less, only at Walmart. Did you see this dude, Tyrese Maxey? How many minutes did he play last night? for the Sixers because he was picked in 20-something. He should have been a lottery pick, no doubt. He didn't even play that much. But this dude is a baller, a baller. By the way, bad for James Harden because if I'm the Nets, I'm not sacrificing that depth for James Harden. When I have unselfish players who can go get their own shot like Dinwiddie or Karis LeVert, but are willing to either come off the bench or not over-dribble and give up the ball for the two superstars, I'm not messing with that for James Harden, who doesn't have chemistry with Chris Paul, doesn't have, gets his own guy in there and Westbrook, his boy, and they don't have chemistry on court, even his boy. And now he wants out, and he's 32 years old, and he's a ball stopper. I don't want that if I'm the Nets. And if I'm the Sixers, I'm not giving up Ben Simmons after the way I saw KD play. I need a defense on KD. Who else can defend him? Like, no one's going to really stop him one-on-one. But the best dude available is going to be Ben Simmons. I'm not giving that up if that's the team I have to face. You see when they surrounded Embiid with shooters, by the way, and played 5 out? Or at least Embiid, running kind of like point center. Ooh, that's tough. But this dude, Maxey, is a baller. And Shake Milton is showing you that last year was not a fluke. He can actually ball. Sixers are going to be a problem. And by the way, yeah, look, Seth Curry stunk, and Danny Green's old. He doesn't move on defense the way he used to. But Danny Green, if he has the worst year of his career, what's he going to shoot, 35% from 3? And at least have a physical presence on defense? And Seth Curry and Danny Green ain't missing all their threes all year, folks. That ain't happening. They're going to hit a lot of threes. And they didn't hit any last night, basically. And the Sixers still look pretty good.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.